It is a family business. I'm fourth generation. I look after the dairy side of the business. My son Sean has joined our business, fifth generation.
I'm Sean McKenzie. My role on the farm has developed into me being in charge of everything sort of outside of the dairy.
I'm Bruce McKenzie. I'm one of the partners in the business. I started working here in July of 1993. I am largely responsible for the forestry side of the operation and the admin and finance of the business.
I first saw CowManager at a large herds conference. It sort of pricked my inquisitive mind as to how it worked. Our herd vet kept complaining that we were missing heats, and you know, as dairymen we live and die by getting cows pregnant.
All these tools such as CowManager just makes working on the farm and making decisions a whole lot easier. You can't manage things that you don't know about, so having all the information from CowManager just enables us to make informed decisions at the right time.
I don't normally work in the dairy, but on the weekends that I am here, it certainly made a massive difference. So to be able to see what time the cows are coming on heat, the sick cows, and deal with all that as and when it happens certainly makes it much easier for me, given that it's not my day-to-day job.
So one of the biggest limiting factors we have in dairy cattle fertility, one of the sort of bottlenecks has always been historically heat spotting, picking up animals on heat when they need to be bred. The logistics of that are quite complicated, and CowManager's made a massive difference in just identifying who's on heat, when they're on heat, and the ideal time to inseminate those cows.
We installed CowManager 2 years ago, and the results have been absolutely spectacular. It was a night and day kind of scenario where suddenly we were finding all these cows on heat. We're inseminating cows timelessly, because that is one of the great qualities of CowManager, is that it gives you exact time of when that cow starts her heat cycle.
Ngumzandile Sibongo Kwanele, umsebenzi lo ngenza ukukhwelisa inkomo lekhaya. Ukusebenzisana uCowManager bona kusiza kakhulu. Ukubheka inkomo ezigulayo, ukukhwelisa kulula kakhulu. Ukubheka efonini kulula kakhulu ukubona inkomo mayigula nenkomo mayiqala ukukhweliswa izifika isikhathi la esikhwelisa khona.
Okay, so fairly recently I had the pleasure of being on duty for the weekend following the herd run on the Wednesday. And on the Saturday afternoon we had 14 cows that were marked for insemination. That's something that we've never ever seen before. Normally on weekends cows don't like to cycle because people don't like to see them cycle. So we've had 2 occasions like that where following the Wednesday herd run, the number of inseminations on the weekend are off the page.
The health side of CowManager is in a league of its own. It's identifying cows that are sick. It's just amazing how it works.
Obviously, picking up that an animal is ill is also a key factor in any dairy production. Identifying her earlier, and the earlier you can pick that up that something's wrong, the better your results are going to be. So here in South Africa, we deal a lot with tropical and subtropical diseases, most of which will spike a temperature in the cow. And even with environmentally hot days, CowManager's distinguishing those animals that are running a genuine fever as compared to a cow that's just suffering from the sun.
We have a protocol. Every morning the data is transferred from DelPro, which is the DelPro management program. All the previous days' inseminations are all downloaded into CowManager. So we have up-to-date information. When we arrive at the dairy, we print out the activity list and we go through it carefully, as well as the sick cow report. And we have a protocol in place for those cows that have been flagged on the CowManager sick cow list as to what we do with them. And we'll monitor them very, very closely post being treated, be it mastitis or a fever.
Ngolwazi enginalo mise ngiyakwazi ukuyibona uma izoqala ukugula kuze kufike la esivela khona umakhalekhukhwini kwifoni bese ngikwazi ukuthi ijove le nkomo ngaso lesikhathi leso. Kodwa futhi kulula ukuthi uma uqale uyibona manje uyijove ngaleso sikhathi leso kuba lula ukuthi ikwazi ibuyele esimeni sayo ikwazi ukuqhubeka nokukhipha ubisi.
Definitely the herd health has improved because we were able to intervene way sooner with a sick cow that would normally not be seen. She wouldn't be picked up. Since we put CowManager in, our vet will verify it. We haven't missed a heat since its inception, which is quite phenomenal. We're getting cows pregnant at 80, 90 days. Their production in the next lactation is going to improve again. So it just puts you in a different league in terms of your control. And also our staff have really bought into the system and use it very, very well.
Kube nzima kade ngisaqala ukuyisebenzisa manje. Ukuhamba kwesikhathi ngibuza kumnumzane Walter angikwazi ungilekelela kwalula sakwazi ukuqhubeka nokusebenzisa. Kulula impela mase sengikwazi ukusebenzisana nomnumzane.
I'd have no hesitation in recommending CowManager to other dairy farmers. I've got no vested interest in the system, but it's delivered the results that we are looking for.
It's a game changer. There's no guesswork. It's a case of you are now in total control. Your data obviously has to be very good and all up to date, but the reward is immense.